You know, a lot of these red pill guys, what the hell are you doing?
Fixing my hair.
It looks exactly the same as 2 seconds ago.
No, it doesn't. 2 seconds ago it was that way. Now it's this way. Men always think everything looks the same. Like, you will do something, you will change something completely, and they'll be like, oh, it looks the same, I didn't notice the difference. When it looks completely different.
It can't look that different if I don't notice.
No, men just don't pay attention. We do all this stuff, and men just don't pay attention.
I would say that women don't pay attention.
Women do pay attention.
Do you know why I know they don't?
Why?
Because you'll ask the same man that you said doesn't pay attention the same question every other week. What looks different? And if you were really paying attention, you wouldn't ask him that because you know he's not paying attention. So you're not paying attention.
Oh, drop me out, Michael.
Well, am I not spitting facts?
No, you're not spitting facts.
If I come here every week and you say, Mike, have you noticed something on me? And every week I say, no. Then who's paying attention?
But that doesn't happen. You tell me what's different.
Yeah, I'm an observant person, but most people in general are not gonna.
Whatever.
Anyway, so you know these girls go on Fresh and Fit, and the guys in the chat roast them to death. And you sit there and you wonder, why are these girls going on Fresh and Fit? Now, do you remember I said to you, I know why they're going on there. To plug their OnlyFans, obviously.
Yeah.
Fresh and Fit is one of the biggest male dating I think it is the biggest male dating podcast in the world. I think whatever is bigger, but they became a male dating podcast much later on. They used to do other videos. I always knew why they were going on there, to build their OnlyFans base. But what I find funny is that the people that watch shows like Fresh and Fit are people that exist in the red pill space, and they generally have the same views as Myron and Fresh, generally speaking. And so a lot of these girls that go on Fresh and Fit, they get shit on by the people on there for the things that they do. They call them 304s. They say they're a waste. By the time they get 30, they're going to be discarded by society, this, that, and the other, whatever. And I always knew that was cap because I already knew this, but every time these girls go on these shows, their OnlyFans base grows.
Okay.
Now, obviously they would. And why do you think it's growing? Because the people watching it are subscribing to it. Why do you think these girls go back on there to get abused by the chat or by Myron or by Fresh? Because they're making more money when they go on there. And the thing is that I don't think that Fresh and Fit are oblivious to that. I think they understand that. I think they understand the girls make money from coming on here. We make money from the girls being on here. We make money from the simps that are in the chat that are pretending to be against women, men going their own way, all this BS. And then overnight their OnlyFans subscribers grow. I think it's all just one big business and they're just profiting off the simps, all of them. They're selling BS methods on how to navigate women whilst having women on that they're telling them to stay away from. And then they know that their OnlyFans subscribers are being built and these girls are coming back on. It's an ecosystem that they fostered.
The guys who watched the Wednesday show of Fresh and Fit, you guys remember Stephanie Palomares was getting dunked on by the chat the entire show.
Yep.
And I asked Stephanie Palomares, I said, Stephanie, before the show, I need you to screenshot how many OnlyFans subscribers you have. And then afterwards, I need you to tell me how many you have 24 hours later.
Should we all do that right now?
Yes. I
already did it.
I think all of you should do that. Now, here's what happened. I've never seen a girl get dunked on more than this girl on Fresh and Fit ever. The whole chat was just on her the entire time. She got 1,200 paying subs in 24 hours. Guys, hold on. For those of you who can't do math because you went to public school, that's $12,000 a month. That's $144,000 a year for sitting there for 2.5 hours getting dunked on by the chat. And she wrote me later and she was like, yeah, it's totally worth it. I would do it again. That's what she told me.
That's crazy.
That's insane. Now, if any of you were wondering why these girls keep going back on there, and we used to say it as well, why are these girls going on these shows all the time? But obviously it did dawn on us, they're plugging their OnlyFans. Because a lot of these girls are very attractive and a lot of them are taking their clothes off for, $5 a month. That money is insane. And that is just on subscribers. They make money off selling pictures, selling videos, selling messages, whatever else they sell on there. These girls are going on there, they're getting abused. Do you wonder why a lot of them don't react and they're just smiling and they're throwing insults back? They're smiling to the bank with your money. These fucking guys that sit in the chat pretending like they've got the game on lock, like they're dunking on women, whatever. It's obviously not all of them because Fresh and Fit has millions of viewers. But there's enough of them that they're sitting there with tissues in hand, ready to start spraying down their keyboards the minute the Fresh and Fit stream ends. They go subscribe to these girls' OnlyFans, and then these girls end up on the stream again. And other people that don't really know what's going on are sitting there going, why has she come back? That's why she's come back, because you're building a business for her.
Just so you guys understand, this is what I'm seeing, because I'm trying to be objective here. I am seeing women say delusional things about the men they're attracted to on the show, and then I see men calling them 304s, and then I see these same women ending up with thousands of new Instagram or OnlyFans subs. So you guys, instead in the chat, instead of coming after me and Rolo, you need to be coming after other dudes in the chat and asking which one of you motherfuckers is sitting there saying this shit and then subbing to these girls. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with subbing to these girls. What I am saying is there's something wrong with calling them whores and then subbing to their OnlyFans. That's something that is fucked.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, he is definitely right.
Now, what I would say is there is something wrong with subbing to OnlyFans. You have to look deep inside you and understand there's something wrong. There's a girl who you're never going to get to touch. You're never going to get to meet. Ever. And you're giving her your hard-earned money. It's one thing to go out there and do whatever you're going to do with women. You want to pay for box or whatever. That's up to you. Whatever people want to do with their money. But even that has its own problems. Obviously, you're draining your bank account for people that are never going to love you. And if you're not in the right mental frame, if you don't understand what the situation is, guys can find themselves sinking their entire wallets into people that obviously don't give a fuck about it. It's just a business. It's not the girl's fault. But OnlyFans... the girl is behind the computer. You can get that shit on Reddit. You can go on Cornhub. Why are you paying for it? Your hard-earned money. You're not even deriving any pleasure from it. No actual pleasure. No real pleasure. She's just sending feet pics to you. That's it.
And about 10 other people as well.
And about 10 other people. It's not like you're going to meet her and you're doing something, whatever. That's a whole other conversation. You're not even getting to meet her. So what are you paying for exactly? There is a problem with that, but there is a bigger problem with you insulting her and then doing it. You insult these girls and then you pay for it anyway. Why? It's what you want, right? Otherwise you wouldn't be paying for it. What are you insulting them for? They're giving you exactly what you want. I think that these guys should worry about holding other men accountable before they start dunking on these girls, because you're lining the girls' pockets. Why would they stop? There won't be as many. The problem is that we can shit on OnlyFans models as much as we want, but they're only OnlyFans models because you're paying. If nobody's paying, there's no OnlyFans models. No one's taking their shit off for free. You think these girls are sending feet pics out for free? Nobody works for free. Nobody does that.
Well,
unless you're volunteering at some show or whatever. But you know what I'm saying. They're not going to be doing it for free. They're doing it because you're lining their pockets. These girls that are going on Piers Morgan's show saying that they're going to keep on doing it because they're in the top 1%.
What were you before you did this?
I was a law student, and now I'm a TikTok.
At university?
Yeah, Uni of Southampton. So
did you graduate or?
No. I dropped out to do OnlyFans because I was making a lot of money. So I was like, why am I doing reading?
Studying to be a lawyer?
Yes.
And then you start doing OnlyFans while you're at university?
Yes.
What made you get into it?
Because I saw how much money other people were earning. And I was thinking, hey, I can do this too. And then it turns out I'm pretty good at getting my clothes off. And I was like, this is a career for me.
See,
we can say whatever we want about them, but the problem is with the men. And guys need to realize that. And I understand that you might have an addiction to somebody, you might have a problem. You need to wean yourself off of it. These girls are going to become rich. They're going to go on to bang the guys that you will never be. And you're going to be sitting in your mom's basement for the rest of your days playing hanky-panky. Do you really want your life to be like that? Wake up at 6 a.m., go to the fucking gym, get a good job, spend your money on shit that's actually going to bring you value. And look, if you're a rich guy, you've got excess money, you want to buy some girls and bring them over, whatever. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the guys that's up to them. You know, if you want to buy prostitutes, you do whatever you want. But I'm talking to the guys that you're trying to build yourself up. You're not putting yourself as number one priority. You're sending money to a girl that you're never going to meet in your life. Invest that money somewhere else. Buy your mum something. Do something for yourself. Can't shit on these girls unless we shit on the guys first. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. It's actually crazy. And the thing that I don't understand about Fresh and Fit is they must understand that they're...
Yeah, but it still makes them good content as well. So it's just everyone's winning at the moment.
No, Fresh and Fit's winning. The girls are winning. The guys are losing. The guys watching are losing.
Yeah.
They're the losers.
We're all adults. We all make our own life choices.
I know, but they kind of look at these people as like, you know, Myron is looked at as like the father of the red pill right now, at least the face of it. And they're giving her. What'd you say?
What?
I'll hear it back in the editing. They're giving these guys value, right? They're teaching them how to navigate the sexual marketplace. They're teaching them how to get with girls and whatnot. But then they're also bringing on girls who are very, very attractive, physically very attractive. And these girls are there saying bombastic shit, plugging their OnlyFans. They put all their Instagrams in the bio. The Instagrams are just a funnel to the OnlyFans. They know what's going on here. And the reason that they're doing it is because the girls are making money, and the girls make Fresh and Fit money because the girls being on the podcast for Myron to dunk on makes him money. It's an ecosystem that you guys that watch that show are feeding. Paying for OnlyFans content is the lowest of the low. I'm not hating on the girls, you know, make your money, whatever. But they will be out of business overnight if everyone cancels their subscriptions and saves their money and understands that there's so many people out there that are willing to give you their time and attention if you just build yourself up a little bit. Work on your game, you know, go to the gym, get a good job, look after your family first, look out for number one, and the women will come. The women will come in abundance. You don't even have to be on their level physically, because a lot of the time, you see a lot of guys that are not as physically attractive as the girls that they're next to because they have a certain level of status. Why you look at me like that?
I'm just listening to what you're saying.
Well, you think I can't stand next to you?
No, I'm just listening to what you're saying, and I was seeing where you're taking that point. You're saying that you don't even have to be good looking because if you've got status, you can still get girls.
No, I'm not saying don't work yourself up. Like, build yourself up, get into good shape, because when you get a good body, you know, it does rub off on your face. You'd be surprised the transformations that I've seen from people that were buried under a lot of fat, and then you actually see what they look like, and you're like, wow, person's actually good looking.
Yeah. That is true. But listen to this as well, right? So this was like a few years ago. Love Island. I know not a lot of people watch it, but hear me out. Do you want to watch Love Island with me?
Oh, that's really testing my patience.
I haven't even been watching it this year anyway, but it was like this guy that wasn't the most attractive guy, wasn't the best one in there. But all the other guys basically cheated on their girls, and he stayed loyal, and he was like the only guy who came back to his girl. And everyone was like, wow, loyalty just looks so attractive, and everyone fancied this guy after, and he was so fit in everybody's eyes just because he was loyal. And all the good-looking guys that weren't loyal, they were all became ugly.
Yeah, because loyalty is scarce these days. So because there's a scarcity and we don't have an abundance of loyal people, male and female, the loyal ones are going to look very attractive. I won't lie to you. Like, finding a loyal girl, like actually knowing she's loyal, is very, very attractive because, I mean, being with somebody and not trusting them or knowing what's going to happen when you go to sleep, that's not a good feeling. So I can understand why those people found him more attractive. I just think this whole OnlyFans thing is just ridiculous to me. And it's just getting bigger and bigger. These girls are making more and more money. At the same time, we've got this whole culture of men who are shitting on these women. I'm just like, yeah, like if you want to shit on them, okay, but then why are you paying for their shit? I don't understand.
I just think it's the definition of work smarter, not harder, because some of us are working so hard and we ain't making that kind of money.
Just making money to get your feet out. Mad to me. Crazy people paying for feet pics. Are you insane? That shit used to be free back in the day.
How would you know?
Girls used to send nudes. Don't you remember girls used to send nudes? Maybe you didn't. Like, we all know girls used to send nudes.
Oh, you're not talking about just feet pictures?
No, not just feet pictures.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's true.
Waking up in the morning, going to the gym and getting a good sweat in, and then going to your desk and planning your day, and actually working towards something that matters, drinking water. I'm telling you, just do it for a week. Unsubscribe from those OnlyFans models. They don't give a fuck about you.
Subscribe to Midnight Rubbish instead.
Yeah, you could do that. It's free. We won't take your money. And Sabi ain't sending you feet pics. You'll feel much better about yourself. You will feel much better about yourself. It's not that I'm like trying to shit on the Fresh and Fit fan base, because obviously, you know, I don't want guys paying for OnlyFans models content. It's not good for you. It's not even good for them. Outside of lining their pockets, the kind of culture that we're breeding by giving them money is just not a good one. I'll pray for you guys.
Me too.